today we will be learning about operators. Operators are basically a symbol that tells the interpreter to perform mathematical or logical tasks. And there are four types of operators: so arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, and
All the
Misc
doors are closed, so you could open
execute
one that leads you to the perfect.
The first operator that we're learning about is the arithmetic equals 20 and what and z equals 10. So it's basically math. Like, it tells the computer, like, if in normal math you say z plus y equals 30 because it does equal 30, but you can't just say that in coding because it's not that simple. You have to do if z plus y equals 30. Whoops, you gotta put equals 30. Equals 30. Then it'll do something because z plus y does equal 30. But the variables aren't coming because I capitalized z and the y. So basically, if it equals 30, it'll execute it, and since it does equal 30, it will execute whatever I have in here. Okay, the next one, let's do z minus y. So z minus y equals negative 10. So if that number was anything other than negative 10, it wouldn't execute because it's not correct. Then the next one would be multiplying. So if we change this to multiplying, that would be z times y, which equals 200. So if there was anything different than 200, it would not run what is ever inside this. And then the next one is the divide. So z divided by y, which would be 0.2, I think. Okay. So if it was anything other than 0.2, it would not work because z divided by y would equal 0.2. And the next one is basically a remainder. So if you ever need to find the remainder, it's this percent sign. So z percent y equals, I don't know, like 2. But this one wouldn't run because okay, if you z divided by y, which is 0.2, but if we're doing it in remainder terms, it would be 0 remainder 20 or something. So this wouldn't run. So, but if I change that to 20, it would run. And that's basically. Next, we're going to talk about relational. which is not, so it won't execute. And if you use like the else statement like we learned in like the first or second tutorial, then the line 5 would not run, but anything on line 7 between the else and the end would run because y is not greater than z. The next one that we have is greater than or equal to z. So basically, if y was greater than or equal to, so if y and z were both 20, it would still run, even, or if even y was bigger, it'd still run right here, and it wouldn't run the else. So, and then basically we have the inverse of that, which is y is greater than, well, y is less than or equal to z, which would make anything here not run, because 20, well, 10 is not greater than 20, but anything after this else and before this end would work. So that's basically it for the relationship operators. We will talk about our logical operators, basically like and, or, and not. So if we take variables again, x equals false and y equals true. So the first one is an AND gate. So if y and x equals true, then it won't execute because both of them don't equal true. Okay, so the next one is an OR gate. So if we change this to OR, y or x equals true. Y is true, so it will go through whatever is put at 5. And the last one we have is basically a not and. So basically, let's just put parentheses around here. So if not y and x equals true, then, and since they don't equal true, the not will reverse it and make them true, so it will execute. And that's basically it for the logical operators. The final operators we will be talking about are Misc operators. Basically, they didn't fit in any of the other tasks, so they got their own. Okay, so the first one is concatenate, I think. So if we have a equals hello, or herlo, whatever. Well, actually we need quotation marks because it's text. So a equals hello, b equals world. So, and then to concatenate or whatever, you do like, you want this to print maybe a dot dot b, 2 dots. So basically, when this would print hello world with a little bit of a space between it, because if you just put print a b, it would do hello world without a space. And then the next one is it's a number symbol and then you put like a letter or something. So the number of a would be 5 because there's 5 characters in that hello. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If you did it for B.
What is up, Troubler
So
Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news.